Since W believes they can avoid paying us more, her decision to stop playing is bad news for the WNBA. The commissioner said that we may earn $700,000. But that is just not true. This is currently the most important WNBA news. She has been unexpectedly challenged by Caitlin Clark, one of the league's best performers. Talent elsewhere. And at each sellout quit the WNBA, Caitlin inquired whether the WNBA will provide the players on the away team spot incentive. Even though this was an unexpected move, when we examine the reasons behind her choice, it begins to make much more sense. In today's video, we examine why Caitlin Clark, the league's top star, only receives a base salary of about $75,000. Analyzing Caitlin Clark's reasons for departing to play in the European League makes it clear that her meager pay pales in comparison to the millions and millions of dollars earned by NBA players. Caitlin Clark, for example, received a 4-year contract of $338,000, about 162 times Victor Wanyama's rookie salary. For 4 years, Victor was paid almost $55 million. Racial bias, unfair officiating, and the league's treatment of her are just a few of the many issues we're talking about. While Caitlin Clark was the answer to many problems, many athletes' coaches also painted her as the issue. All of this was just bullshit about things Caitlin was doing incorrectly. And I believed she was simply going out there and playing fantastic basketball every single game. We'll talk about how. Caitlin Clark's presence alone has been the main driver of the WNBA's current enthusiasm, even if she still doesn't receive the respect she deserves. Despite being despised from all sides, she was able to bring all of this attention to the league because of her WNBA history. It was the most watched season. We'll look at the data and compare earnings to show you how absurd this situation is. Things are going to get serious, so hold on tight. First, Caitlin Clark's main motivation for leaving the WNBA was pay gap Storm player Gabby Williams, who warned the league that it had to change if it wants to retain international players. I believe I neglected to mention that our commissioner claimed we might earn $700,000 when I first discussed setting priorities, but that is just not the case. To keep us here, they don't have to pay us more. It's still insufficient because team and Louis marketing deals haven't come through and none of the players make the $700,000 we were promised. Yes, only the WNBA. But you need to provide us with more if you want us to remain. We international players have the choice to remain here, and the clubs will be upset if I leave, if I want to earn more money, and so forth. That's all. This interview suggests that it's probable that she will earn more money while playing in the EuroLeague abroad than she did throughout the WNBA season. The average salary for WNBA players is quite low, while NBA players earn millions of dollars annually. The fact that WNBA players earn far less than their NBA counterparts is well known. Despite Caitlin's skill level and the attention she has given to the league, the compensation does not take into consideration Diana Taurasi's time spent playing in Russia. Diana Taurasi received $1 from Russia for not playing in the WNBA. It's clear that the WNBA's maximum salary of $107,000 is a significant increase over the $5 million required to play in Russia. Even more frustrating is the fact that Caitlin's presence has changed the WNBA's game, seen by sold-out arenas, an increase in viewership, and thousands of new fans. According to Indiana Fever president Allison Barber, the arenas were packed. When Caitlin Clark played away games, selling out tickets, and even standing room-only spots. You don't need any more details on Caitlin Clark than this. The paid P player in the WNBA now makes little over $200,000. What the WNBA does with its marketing budget is unknown to me. Caitlin asked the WNBA if they would provide spot incentives to the visiting team. After a few away games where every ticket was sold out, 1,000 standing room only tickets were sold. And there are already 17,000 people in Atlanta, as opposed to the typical 3,000. 4,000. The crowd on the third balcony made it difficult to see our guys. heads as we got closer to the stadium. Despite all, Caitlin Clark and other WNBA players aren't making money off of their efforts. Caitlin Clark's road games seemed like home games because of the large number of fans in the stands. She said, "We're making all this new revenue, and I would like the A team to benefit from that. Could they get a spot bonus?" The WNBA will only allow her to earn more than $300,000 over 4 years. At the moment, I believe a club abroad would want to take Caitlin Clark away from us and give her an absurd sum of money. For instance, Ice Cube was willing to pay her $5 million to play in less than 10 Big 3 NBA games. But WNBA players, especially those like Caitlin, who generate a lot of revenue, are already parted with a rather low salary. Caitlin isn't the kind to watch that happen. She even went out of her way to support spot bonuses for players on the other side. After seeing how much money her games were earning, though those incentives were not given out due to the current WNBA CBA, the money is there, and if these owners are wise with it, I think there will be more WNBA players going overseas. It is understandable that Caitlin is searching for a league where her skill might be well compensated in light of everything said above. The higher salary, respect, and overall treatment that the European League offers its players is well deserved by Caitlin Clark. Financial gain isn't as essential to her as being acknowledged for her contributions, and the WNBA isn't providing her with that at the moment. She continued to press for bonuses for players on the other side after seeing how much money, tension, and viewership all of this was bringing in. The racial dynamics of the WNBA also had a big impact on Caitlin Clark's decision to quit. During the season, she was harshly criticized by players, coaches, and fans who seemed to despite her extraordinary abilities and accomplishments. She has often been seen as the issue rather than the solution to the league's problems. In 2022, the NBA generated around $10 billion in revenue, which is about 166 times its current revenue. This season has been nothing short of a disaster and has been incredibly unprofessional. They must take the initiative and act quickly. It brings us to a crucial point: the perception of prejudice against Caitlin made by the WNBA. In other instances, referees have seemed to favor black players, scolding Caitlin and her teammates harshly, while occasionally ignoring offenses against them. Caitlin, a player who has been closely examined, may find this unfair method discouraging. Caitlin Clark is an exemplary citizen who was proud of the several milestones she set. Why would you object to her being the face at the moment? It's great that she's selling out gyms. The court was filled with grins. Despite repeatedly engaging in dirty play, Caitlin Clark consistently performed with the greatest WNBA players, and their phony supporters have made every effort to downplay Caitlin Clark's impact in the mainstream media. They have attempted to persuade us that there are other players in the dump who have the ability to attract viewers. As she displayed her presence night after night, this caused her to feel angry and alone. Convince us to give other athletes more consideration. The WNBA's chaotic and unprofessionalism has been openly discussed by players including as Gabby Williams, highlighting the chaos and instability that characterized the season. Only if Caitlin felt that she was being unfairly singled out and that biases in the officiating were affecting her gameplay. Would she want to play somewhere else where she could show off her abilities? This is our lead, people have been saying, yet they can't sell out postseason games. Unconcerned about bigotry affecting her performance, the owner of the Atlanta Dreamers declared, "This is our lead." The WNBA isn't prepared for the kind of publicity she's bringing, and everyone is talking about it. Enough with the racist garbage. She is ferocious and knows how to ball. Everyone else is jealous and angry because she thinks this is ridiculous, and our species will never progress if he keeps acting like way. Everything seems to need to return to racing. And because she is so skilled, let it be that. The other players should stop talking, acting as though the WNBA and your league are unimportant. That female Caitlin is nasty and stupid. And now that others are observing and discussing her, she ought to go, regardless of the color of her automobile. There is no sign of her signing a deal to join another major three. She should have gone to the big three. To heck with the WNBA, which is nothing and nobody now that they have center stage. Players in one league feel they should be receiving more attention, yet the viewership will drop. Will they be blaming Indiana and pointing fingers? Because of league, she is able to escape this demanding atmosphere in Europe. Instead of always feeling that she needs to prove herself in front of perceived prejudices, she can find a more level playing field and focus on her game every time the ratings fluctuate. Caitlin Clark and the Fever supporters will be persuaded to play in a league that might recognize her skills without the extra complications of race dynamics. Just look at the statistics to see that the WNBA isn't providing Caitlin Clark Day with the kind of environment she deserves to play in. One that encourages her growth as a player. Women's basketball is about all of us, not just Caitlin Clark, since it's one of the most evident reasons Caitlin Clark is leaving the WNBA. This is awful news for the league. They will return when the ratings begin to decline and claim, "See? We were right all along. It's all the racists who follow Caitlin Clark that were watching the product." And now they're gone, and we're back with our diehards. Caitlin has had to cope with the harsh reality that her WNBA salary is far lower than what she might earn elsewhere. This is the reason Clark decided to switch from the WNBA to the European League, despite her amazing talent and the fan base she provides to the league. She holds the records for the most double-doubles by a rookie guard, the most points by a rookie in WNBA history, and the most points by a point guard in a season. She received the 4th Rookie of the Month award. She was the first player in WNBA history to win both Player of the Month and Rookie of the Month in the same month. The first player to record 2 triple-doubles. The first rookie to record the most assists in WNBA history. The first triple-double in Fever history, and the first player in WNBA history to record 20 points, 15 assists, and 5 rebounds in a single game. The Eastern Conference Player of the Week award. The rookie record for assists. The rookie record for three-pointers. The rookie record for three-pointers in a single game. The rookie record for 4 assists in a single season. The rookie record for the most double-doubles, three-pointers, and the fastest WNBA player to reach 100 three-pointers in 34 games. Pay more attention to the other folks, like she couldn't do it herself. Most assists by a rookie in a WNBA All-Star game, for which she received the most fan votes ever, 700,000. Let's start by breaking down the numbers in the WNBA. The average salary for a rookie in the league. Top European players, on the other hand, can earn up to $1 million a season, with some reports suggesting that some stars can command even more depending on their marketability and performance. European leagues, on the other hand, offer players much higher salaries, with top players earning between $200,000 and $300,000. Caitlin Clark has been the biggest thing to happen to the WNBA in history. We've seen talented players emerge from college, but no one really cared. And when we take the viewership into account, Caitlin Clark has been the most influential thing. Incentives make it difficult for Caitlin and many others to defend continuing to play in a league that undervalues their contributions. TV ratings for the megastar have increased by 153% from the previous season, and that was before the playoffs started last week. Caitlin Clark is currently the WNBA's face, and the league is doing well. She is selling out gyms. Her performances have contributed significantly to the WNBA's record-breaking surge in viewership. While the rest of the WNBA is just a polish tourist, Caitlin Clark is a box office draw. But the attention she brought to the sport is hopefully going to have a lasting impact for years to come. They have done everything they can to lessen the impact of Caitlin Clark, who is truly a class act. She was amazing, breaking all kinds of records, and she was definitely proud of that. We saw many smiles. I was mistaken about the impact Caitlin Clark would have on the WNBA, on the court. She has turned away games into home games for her team, the Indiana Fever, demonstrating her ability to attract fans and boost ticket sales. However, despite being a major contributor to this buzz, she does not receive a salary commensurate with her market value or the money she brings in for the league. I thought that one player could possibly come in and essentially quadruple the ratings, said Caitlin Clark, who is the most influential athlete I have ever seen in my life. Magic Johnson, the last rookie in NBA WNBA playoff history, scored 25 points, pulled down 6 rebounds, and dished out 9 assists. Magic Johnson was incredible. He could do anything. Respect and recognition are more important than money. Like Magic Johnson in his first season, Caitlin Clark has an edge that makes her game appealing to basketball fans throughout the nation. And this is exacerbated by the unequal treatment she receives compared to other players. Ended. Caitlin Clark's incredible rookie season in such a bittersweet way. And it really made me reflect on how awful it was that the WNBA had so much drama, negativity, and accidents during the season. Many WNBA players, especially those with large social media followings or marketing power, seem to get preferential treatment when it comes to endorsements and salary negotiations. Caitlin Clark has demonstrated her abilities on the court, but her pay does not reflect her contributions. I told you that even boys would realize, hey, wait a second. I kind of dig this, not for her looks, not Angel Reese taking while she was giving 100% of her cap dot in the end. Caitlin Clark's choice to join the European League enables her to bypass the difficulties of the league and receive a wage commensurate with her skill and marketability. Her competition with Reese connected with me, suggesting that it resonates with real men. As we conclude this conversation, it is evident that a variety of factors, including pay disparities and the difficulties of competing in a system that hasn't adequately acknowledged her influence, while giving her the financial stability that one of the biggest names in women's basketball deserves, played a role in Caitlin Clark's decision to leave the WNBA and join the European League. Some people still seem to feel that they don't want Caitlin to be a part of it because she will bring millions and millions of more eyes. And with those millions and millions of more eyes, there will inevitably be some nasty people. The WNBA is comparing one kind of greatness to another. However, Caitlin is a game changer and deserves the recognition she deserves. Is it correct to say that Caitlin is being pushed in her back? No, that is a foul that has no place in the sport. As fans, we should support Caitlin's decision and acknowledge it as brave. We all know that by making this move, she is not only putting her financial future first, but also defending herself in a league that has unfortunately fallen behind her. Contributions. One thing is certain: Caitlin Clark's impact on the game is undeniable, and her journey will continue to inspire many. If you enjoyed this visit, thank you. It remains to be seen if this change will spark a larger discussion regarding wage fairness and recognition for all WNBA players. Please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up for more in-depth sports-related content. In the comments section below, share your thoughts on Caitlin Clark's decision and how you see the WNBA changing in the future. Until next time, stay tuned for more exciting updates. I won't let you think that Caitlin Clark was averaging. Don't act like she was giving 5 points. Instead, look at how her numbers stack up against the other guards on the team. Caitlin Clark's actions don't take away from their contributions, but we should have been more considerate of them. At the time, she was still averaging 16 points per game, which was more than many of the other guards who made the squad. Even though we saw the ratings, the merchandise, and the attendance, you tried to focus on the old guard rather than giving her credit, even though it has nothing to do with Caitlin Clark. Oh, what about the women who founded the foundation? What about this? You never discussed the old guard. No? I will not tolerate such guardians. Asterisk.